Where's the bell? I'm out of normal. I'm out, whatever.
That's pretty good reading there.
Hey, good morning. All right. I will do the prayer pledge and 4-way test. So if you'll bow with me, please. Dear Heavenly Father, we are thankful for this day that you've given us, for its blessings, its opportunities, and its challenges. May we appreciate and use each day that comes to us. We pray for strength and guidance for each day as it comes, for each day's duties, and for each day's problems. May we be challenged to give our best always, live service above self, and may we be assured of your presence with us each and every day. Amen. Amen. And face the flag, please.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And now the 4-way test of the things that we think, say, and do. First,
Is the truth.
Second,
Is fair to all concerned.
Third,
Will it build goodwill and better friendships.
and fourth.
Will it be beneficial to all concerned.
Thank you very much. So I know we have one guest with us this morning. Did your mom desert you? This is Vasana's daughter, Hope.
How did you get out of school?
We just embarrassed your daughter while you weren't here. So. Okay, so we will move on to announcements. Ms. Judy, do you have anything to announce?
No, we'll be talking about Rotary Foundation and a little more depth next week, and we will have some presentations for a number of people. Tom Harris Fellows, original, and then some Tom Harris plus in to distribute.
Okay, great. Does anybody still owe you for March Madness?
I have yes, there's somebody who still owes me, but he's writing a check now, so. But I have an outstanding March Madness pledge. Please send it in. I apologize, I have not looked at that this time.
So I believe our grand total of monies between the foundation football and March Madness are right around $12,000 to the foundation. That's awesome. Very, very good. Let's see. So barbecue festival, we talked out about that.
Yeah, I hope so. We did meet last night to kind of recap. Certainly, if anybody's got any kind of feedback, catch Taylor, myself, whoever, we'd love to have it. We'll hopefully have some kind of final financial numbers relatively soon here to kind of wind up what it looked like from the standpoint of what we took in and kind of our expenses. We'll share that with the club once we kind of have the final numbers. But we had a great time at Don's last night to kind of recap and go over last year and this past festival, kind of what we're looking forward to already for next year. I think everybody knows that it's already on the books with Hot Springs for May 1st. 2027, and honestly, we'll probably get started going with them probably next month to kind of just lay the groundwork with them and start working on next year. I mean, I think everybody knows we had estimated over 11,000 people. Brooks, I said that right?
Yes, good job.
For the festival, and really probably created more than anything some momentum that we really want to capitalize on to keep going. And so I would encourage you to, obviously if you did something this past year and you were involved and you were happy to do that again. I heard Steve Dix volunteering back there in the back to sit at that parking tent.
Yeah, all right, Steve. I need a partner so I can go pee.
We'll work on that next time. Anyway, let one of us know, but get volunteers and kind of things. I will be sending out a thank you to our sponsors relatively soon. I hope to get that done in the next couple 3 weeks. So, any questions? Let myself or Taylor know.
Yeah, I think it's kind of turned into a year-round finger on the pulse event because it's just growing and growing, and that's awesome. So I'm just so thankful we have a home now, and we can. It's just so much easier to do it again and again when you kind of know what to expect and not have to reinvent the wheel every year. So that's great. Anybody have anything else? Yes, Greg.
Yeah, we set a date for the Rotary Tennessee School Blind Golf Scramble, Wednesday, September 30th. And, we have if it rains or whatever that day, we have a backup date, same the next week, October 7th. The Wednesday at Old Fort, September 30th. If I had a committee kind of group of people, what we would need is someone to help with the website where people log in and make payments and sign up and that kind of thing. And then, another committee would be food, getting a restaurant to provide food and that kind of thing. And then committee, I kind of handled the fundraising part of it, collecting the money. And then Lori has helped, and she'll continue to get it in the bank and keep a running total, that kind of stuff. Who's paid to do that? So if anybody would like to be on a board, I'll be happy to find a spot for you.
Are you kicking off former committee members?
No,
Okay, just checking.
sorry. Oh, I didn't mention everybody that.
No.
All right, thanks. Put that on the calendar. So a few upcoming volunteer opportunities or ways to get involved. Relay for Life, June the 12th. It's going to be Oakland's Mansion. And also Project Transformation. We're trying to coordinate with the Noon Club and the Smyrna Club to at least cover a day. There are 2 Project Transformation reading sites. One is here at First Cumberland Presbyterian Church on Main Street, and the other is at Smyrna First United Methodist Church. And it's just a really fun thing to do. You show up about 9:15. They do a little briefing, and then you have kids that will come and read to you. There's usually 2 or 3 waves that come through, and most of them can read. Some are young, and you kind of help them, or you may read to them. But it's just a fun thing to do, and a lot of these kids just really need the attention and they need the support, and it's just a great organization. So I'm going to try to find a day that we can do that, and also with Project Transformation, they employ college-age interns, which are housed here at Wesley Foundation at NTSU. And so they have volunteers that take meals to them Monday through Thursday nights for the 8-week program. And so they've got some Wednesday nights that are open. So I'm going to pick a date. I'll do all the cooking. I love to cook. And but if someone would love to go with me and help me, they really encourage people to sit and eat with the interns and talk with them. And they're just, they're that amazing age where they just are figuring a lot of things out. They think they know a lot. They really don't. But they're figuring things out, and it's just fun to engage and talk to them. And so I'll put that out. I'll send an email out with all this information and throw out some dates. Help join me in that. I wanted to say a thank you to people that bought the Purple Pinky Donuts. There was a little snafu. I got a call from the former district governor, Darrell Alshey, at about 6 a.m. that Monday morning, because the donuts were supposed to be picked up that day. And he said they messed up at the one in Murfreesboro and they'll be ready tomorrow. So I appreciate you pivoting with me on that. But our district total ended up, because of the way that they did the donuts, each box cost $25, but because of matching funds from the district and the Bill Gates Foundation, each box of donuts made a donation of $187.50 to Polio Plus. So because of all the donuts and just donations that people made for this project, our district raised over $170,000 for Polio Plus. And the last thing that I have, the Robert Stevens from the Smyrna Club contacted me, and they are putting together the three Rutherford County clubs, a little social at Cedar Glade Brews next Thursday night, the 28th, from 5:30 to 8. And Cedar Glade is behind Chewy's. If you turn off on Ridgely Road, off of Broad, it's right there. So they're wanting to have a lot of folks. It's always fun to talk to other Rotarians, kind of hear what they're doing, and we can brag about the barbecue. So, yeah, make plans to go to Cedar Glade on the 28th at 5:30. So I will turn it over to Brooks. It's going to introduce our speaker.
Well, actually, before we do, a couple of just housekeeping things. Next week, we will be here at Hyatt Place. We'll be doing, as Judy said, we'll do kind of a Rotary Day. We'll do a little bit of Rotary history, especially for some of the new members. We'll also talk about the Rotary Foundation and what that means, just to keep everybody up to speed on the confusion that is. So we will be here for that, but that's very important. So please don't take that as it's a club assembly, I can skip that day. No. Okay. June 4th is supposed to be an offsite. We actually do not have an offsite location. If anybody has an idea, connection for us to be able to do an offsite on June 4th, that would be fantastic. That's 2 weeks from today. Please let me know. And either I can work it, or if you want to work it and just connect me with a person. Also, we need a speaker for June 11th. All right, so that is, I can still work it, but if you've got anybody you feel had an interesting idea, Jacob, you got.
Yeah, I'm on the board of Thriving Together Tennessee.
Okay.
Executive director is supposed to speak.
That's right, that was the June 11th one that she still hasn't signed up for. Okay.
Well, there was a glitch.
I'm sorry, there is a gray area on June 11th, so don't do anything quite yet. And then the last thing is, I just want to put in your head, July the 2nd is the Thursday, obviously before Independence Day. We're not going to have a meeting that day, just because, again, it's so close to Independence Day. We figure most people try to take vacations or whatever that day anyway. So just note that on your calendars. Okay, great. All right. Fred Tyus, okay, is from West Tennessee. That is the very first 5 words of his bio, and he admits that. That's very strange. Most people from West Tennessee don't admit it. But he came to college at MTSU in 1990, so we've rescued him. He graduated with an MBA in fall of '96. At MTSU, he met his wife, Tammy. They have 2 children, adult children, and he has been a real estate agent since 2016. He has served on the board of directors with the Murfreesboro Rescue Mission, which he will talk about today, since 2021, and he currently occupies the role of chairman of the board for that organization. Under his leadership at Murfreesboro Rescue Mission, funds were raised to purchase land for the proposed facility, which I'm sure he will go into a little bit today. So please welcome Fred Tyus.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How's everyone doing this morning?
Good.
Good. Let me get my groups here. I know one thing I've learned already. We need to sell some donuts. Hey, how long y'all been doing that?
You know, I really don't. 7 years maybe? It's somewhere in there. I could dig it up.
Wow, that is remarkable. Is it okay if y'all put this to the side so y'all can see the screen? Y'all okay with that? All right. So that is wonderful. So the way I arrived here is I play pickleball. I love playing pickleball. And so David, one of the guys I play pickleball with, was telling me about this, and then he hooked me up with Brooke. And so I was expecting him to be here this morning. I don't see him, so.
No, David McGovern.
David McGovern. Okay.
Yeah. So anyway, play pickleball with David. Anyway, that's one thing my wife and I love to do. But I'm not here to talk about pickleball yet. So Murfreesboro Rescue Mission is something that I'm passionate about. I got involved with it because our executive director, his name was Ed Grimes. And so he wanted to be here today, but he wasn't able to come. He has a B&I meeting that he has every Thursday morning, but he does send his regards. He would love to come back maybe another day and share with you guys a little bit more. Ed Grimes he's the executive director. He started Murfreesboro Rescue Mission, he and his wife, and he used to work at Nashville Rescue Mission for over 15 years. Can y'all hear me okay? Okay. So he was there over 15 years, and he's bringing that experience here to Murfreesboro to help us get this off the ground and going. So he was on the executive team at Nashville Rescue Mission for over 5 years. So he has a lot of experience that help our community here in Murfreesboro. But I'm honored to be here today in his stead, okay, to share with Rescue Mission about the Rescue Mission. So it all starts with our mission. So our mission is to follow God's command to love our neighbor as ourselves. Murfreesboro Rescue Mission, or MRM, exists to provide help, hope, and healing to our communities' most vulnerable population experiencing homelessness. So that's our goal. Our focus is always around what the Lord wants us to do to help someone else. And so that's, so I talked about me being drawn to this organization. The other thing that drew me to the organization, when I spoke with Ed Grimes, the executive director, one of the things he told me about the way they raise money, they were not going to take any money from the government, so they would be limited on how the money can be spent. So all our fundraising comes from those that have a passion for the things of God and things that to help the community. So when we do get the facility built, we won't have any restrictions. We can help the people like God leads us to do it. Okay, so that's one of the other big things that led me to the organization, which I'm passionate about. Okay, and so little background about how we got here to 2026. There's an apartment complex on Bridge Avenue, 405 Bridge Avenue. I love telling people about this apartment complex. We bought it about 4 years ago, and bought it from the Sword of the Lord. Some of you are familiar with that organization, Sword of the Lord. And the reason why I love talking about the apartment complex is because the Sword of the Lord, when they first built the apartment complex, the idea behind it was to have retired pastors to go there to retire. Isn't that pretty cool? That's pretty special. I had never heard anybody had such a vision as that. And so as time went along, we came across this property and we bought it like 4 years ago. And so right now it's occupied, it's fully occupied, 16 units. So when we bought it, it was fully occupied. So right now we're kind of like doing property management. But the future idea is to have this apartment complex as transitional housing for those that are homeless. Okay. But right now we're managing those clients that are in there, those residents. There's a waiting list. It's low affordable housing. So we got a waiting list of people that want to get into those apartment complexes. Okay. So we call it apartment complexes. We call it the Christian community supporting sobriety. Okay. So all the residents that come into this apartment complex, they are required to be clean, no drugs, alcohol, anything like that. Got to have a clean life that they're going toward in order to be in the apartment complex. All right. Then 2 years after that, we bought some land that's right beside the apartment complex. And the land is where we're going to have our proposed facility for the shelter that we're talking about today. Okay. And so we're excited about that. We paid cash for the land. There's an acre lot that's right there beside that. I explained to somebody earlier, it's right down from McFadden School on Bridge Avenue. You leave McFadden going towards New Salem. It's going to be on the left-hand side, the apartment complex. And then there's a lot right beside the apartment complex that we've already purchased for Murfreesboro Rescue Mission. Okay. So this is a proposed site. Right now, we're dealing with the city of Murfreesboro planning, just making sure that we put the right type structure on their property that they will allow. So we're going back and forth right now with meetings with the city planning, and we're looking forward to getting some final things done for this property. Okay. So I know we're going to have questions and answers at the end. Anybody have any questions up to this point? Nope. Everybody good? All right. Good. So that's what we bought the apartment complex, bought the land. And so now let's talk about our current operations. What are we doing currently before we actually have a facility? We're collaborating with other local partners in the community. Some of those local partners you probably are very familiar with, the Journey Home. Cold Patrol is an organization that actually goes out to the camps and actually ministers to the homeless currently. Also, First Baptist Church is down on East Main Street. We partner with them, as well as St. Paul, which is church downtown as well. And so we partner with these organizations, especially during the cold months of the year. So how many of you have heard about the coldest nights? Very good, very good. So we're part of that, and we help out with that. Whenever the temperature is below 32 degrees, then First Baptist offers their church there to feed them a warm meal that night. Then the men are housed at First Baptist, and the women are housed at St. Paul down the street. Okay. So we are not competitors with our local partners. We are actually in this together, collaborating. Okay. And so you guys are familiar with the coldest nights. So where do we go from here? What does our proposed future look like for our completed shelter? Someone had some great questions earlier. How do you identify who you want to help? And that is a big part of our commitment and what we're gonna be doing as a rescue mission. And so these are some of the questions that we're gonna ask as we be intentional about the intake of individuals that come into the shelter. These are the type of questions that we ask. Are you willing to take an active role in your own path forward? Are you willing to participate in life recovery programs and invest in your future towards stability in the community? So it's important. We have found over time in our experience, those that are willing to be involved in life recovery programs are more likely going to be the ones that want to go forward. Okay, not just trying to game the system, just try to get some handouts. That's not the purpose of the rescue mission. We're not looking to do handouts. We want to look and help people that really want to get back on their feet and bring stability and be a part of the community, active part of the community. So that's what our desire is, to identify those particular people. Okay. So the other thing I want to share with you is our upcoming fundraisers. So we have quite a few fundraisers throughout the year because we're raising funds to build this facility that I keep mentioning. We're looking to raise money to provide it to build the facility. We got some bids out right now to different construction companies and architects are putting the plans together based on what the city plan is going to allow us to do. And so we're waiting to get a final number, what that looks like, our building project, what that total number will be. We're probably estimating it to be anywhere between 3 to 5 million to build the building, but we have a more accurate number later in the year. So these are some of our fundraisers coming up in next week or two. We're gonna have a yard sale fundraiser, which is gonna be pretty neat. It's gonna be right there at the apartment complex. So we have some things, items out there. People can donate items. They can come, of course, purchase items as well. Then pickleball, that's my favorite. June 13th. How many people play pickleball? What?
We didn't know Montgomery played.
Y'all call yourself a Rotary Club. Hey. All right. So pickleball, I'm telling you, it's the fastest growing sport in the world right now. So it's really, really catching on, a lot of good things. And so we're gonna have a pickleball tournament on June 13th at Sportscom. Tomorrow's gonna be the last day to sign up for that, but that's gonna be coming up. That's gonna be pretty exciting. And then we partnered with Jason Deli throughout the summer months. Part of the proceeds when you go buy meals at Jason Deli goes toward the organization. So you're probably familiar with that. Then the golf tournament. Man, Greg, I feel you, man. Man, I'm on the golf tournament committee for the organization, and I know about that organizing, trying to get it all together. It takes a lot. It don't just happen, right? It takes a lot. But sound like Greg been doing it for years here. We've only done it like 5 years, so I'm still a baby. I'm trying to get it organized and make it work well.
Where are you playing it?
Golf. It's gonna be at Old Fort.
Okay.
And it's gonna be on September 4th. Is the Friday before Labor Day. So we're gonna have the course that day. So yeah, if you're golfers, then we'd love for you to come out and be a part of that as well. Now, our annual banquet on the 17th of September is what we actually have it at the fountains. We invite people to come out and be a part of that and just let them know more and more about our vision. We plan on September 17th, we have a hard number of what that fundraising goal is for our new facility. So we're looking forward to doing that, this particular banquet that's coming up. Okay, all right. Any questions? Yes.
How many beds did you say your new complex was gonna be?
It's gonna be, so originally we wanted about 100 beds, but the city said, no. So it's zoned for 32 beds. Well, it's zoned for 16 rooms. We're gonna put 2 beds in each room. So we're gonna have 32 beds. Is what our plan is.
And so you said that's short term or more long term?
So once the facility is built, it's gonna be the purpose of bringing people in and get them identify who really wants help and get them into some programs and try to help identify what their needs are. Because every homeless person doesn't have the same need. Some of them may have mental challenges, some may have drug addiction, some just may need a permanent address so they can put an application in somewhere. So there's a lot of different needs. So we'll do that case by case, identify who they are, and then they'll be able to stay there for 45 days is like the minimum. So this is not an overnight stay. This is not like the police can call us and say, hey, we got this homeless person, can you house them tonight? That's not what we're gonna be doing. The people that come into our program are gonna be somebody that's gonna be there for at least 45 days minimum. And then it could be longer, okay?
That would be doubling I think there's only 35 beds in Murfreesboro right now, but I think those are short term, so this may be.
Yeah, this is more long-term. Yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah, it's gonna be more long-term. See another hand? I'm sorry, go ahead, Greg.
The current apartments you have,
Yes,
you said low income housing, what are they paying a month? What is the cost of low income?
we kind of grandfathered some of those in because some of them was there because of the sword of the Lord. So we talking about, $400 or $500 a month for a unit.
Will you maintain that facility?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So we're gonna keep the apartments complex. And so our idea is if somebody gets through the program and they need to actually have a place on their own and need to get out of the shelter, then they'll have this apartment complex for like transitional housing. And we'll keep the monthly payment low so they can really get back on their feet. Yeah. Yes, sir.
Is it for men and women or just men?
Great question. Great question. So one of the things that David asked me when we first talked about it at pickleball, he was asking me, how do y'all differ from Journey Home? Okay. And so one of the things that Journey Home focus on right now is they're ministering to families. Okay, that families in need. So the part that we want to play, we want to minister to single men and single women. So that's what we're gonna have in our facility. Single men and single women. Yeah. Yes, sir.
Homelessness has been something we've been talking about in Murfreesboro for, probably going on 15 or 20 years now as a real issue within our community. There's a lot of services you mentioned. You're one to help homelessness transition, that kind of thing. Do you feel, and this is just really your opinion, do you feel like we've kind of got a handle on it?
A handle on homelessness?
Yeah, in our community specifically.
I don't know. There's a lot of different plans that the city has come up with to address it. I don't think we have a complete handle on it. I think it's gonna be ongoing. Here's the thing I know. Jesus said you're gonna have the poor with you always.
Yeah.
So it's never gonna be a situation where you're not gonna see anybody on the streets.
Right.
Yeah, so I think we can do a little better in handling the ones that we have here now. The concern is some people think that if you build a shelter, more homeless gonna come. But we need to help the ones that are here right now first, right? So we can't look at that potential negative and not deal with the immediate needs of those that are here. Okay. But that's a great question. That's a great question. I don't think we've got a complete handle on it yet.
Yeah, and let me clarify, because you brought up a really good point, and Phil, I heard him go, no, we are gonna have it, because we are not a community, and I love this about our community. We're not a community that says we need to ship them out. They're not our problem, right? There are communities who are like that. We're embracing. Being able to handle it, I guess, from my context, means the systems are in place to support and to advance the lives of these people. So I guess that's kind of what I was, we're always going to have the poor. We are always going to have homeless people living on the streets. But if we have a system in place, I'm just curious as to, we've been dealing with this for 20 years now. Do we have that system in place that's really helping much more so than?
You haven't been dealing with it for 20 years, you've acknowledged it for 20 years.
Well, okay, you're right, Jack. You're absolutely right.
I think we're moving in the right direction. Most of you familiar with Journey Home, they just built a new facility, and that facility is helping them minister better to those that are in need. And so I think we're moving in the right direction. Someone else had, yes, sir.
So obviously connection to the Nashville Rescue Mission.
Yes.
And I've volunteered over the years, I've worked out in Nashville a lot, so I volunteered there many times. And so is this organization going to be run the same way? Are they supported? Are they connected right now?
They're not directly connected. Our executive director came out of that experience. So he's going to implement some things that he learned, but we're not associated with the National Rescue Mission.
Okay.
We're not connected to them in any kind of way.
Okay.
Good question.
one of the things I think you already touched on is the times I've been there, they are very disciplined. They're very, I'll call it strict about the behaviors, rules and regulations. I mean, I witnessed one guy getting kicked out. It was amazing. I thought that was good. Not for that person, but that they held on to their rules, you know, of conduct. Is that gonna be,
Yes.
is that carrying over?
Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. It'll definitely be in the shelter as well as the apartment complex. When they go to their transition house, we're gonna have those same type structure up there as well. Yes, sir.
Do you find that there's an issue with the homeless coming in from surrounding counties? We do have some resources here and some wonderful nonprofits who do help.
Yeah, that is a concern, and I think I don't know if you guys heard the city mayor talk about that. That is a concern for him as well as others in the community. I don't know any kind of way to stop that from happening. That is happening because they shipped them out to other counties, kick them out to other counties, and just, I mean, I heard people talk about they send them places on buses, right? Ship them out of their county, send them to somewhere else. I don't know exactly how to address that to prevent that. We're gonna try to identify the ones we can help and try to move forward with those. Yeah. Yes, sir.
How will your beds, you know, rescue mission, which I'm very serious, how does that compare to the beds over at Greenhouse Ministries? And what they're kind of, you know, I know we're all working together. And
Absolutely.
with Journey Home.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So Greenhouse is a great ministry as well. So we're doing some overlap. There's gonna be some overlap, right? These ministries want to help the community, so it's gonna be some overlap. So we're gonna do some things similar that Greenhouse is doing. We're gonna do some things similar that Journey Home is doing as well. So we're not trying to differentiate from them. We just want to come alongside them and help.
Is there any coordination of services in that regard?
Yes, absolutely. So we partner with our local community. We partner with Journey Home all the time. Okay, so they deal with families. They may have somebody call them that I'm talking about futuristic. So they have someone call them and it's just a single mom and they're not capable to handle that single mom, then we'll be a place for that, right? So we're gonna be a collaboration, ongoing collaboration.
So if a homeless person came to you today, you don't have a place for them, right? And what do you tell them? Where do you recommend them going?
Well, Journey Home, Greenhouse, some of these other places that have housing currently.
Do y'all have financial assistance for them or clothing or right now?
Right now, we try to identify them. We do case studies. We do help some people, give them temporary housing, maybe at a hotel, weekly stay at a hotel if they truly in transition, and try to help them that way. We do have 1 or 2 families that's currently already in the apartment complexes that were homeless, that we've already taken them in, and we're just working on them, case by case basis. Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
For the new facility that you're raising funds to build, do you have a timeline and target?
Great question. So we're working with the architect and the construction company. Our ideal time would be from 2 to 3 years from now. 2 to 3 years now to have that up and running complete.
And where are you at on funding for that?
We have raised $50,000. Okay, that's in our capital campaign fund right now. But we are actually looking to get that exact figure from the construction company. So with our banker, we can actually put some targets out there. We need this amount of money. Start drawing on our contacts with it. We didn't want to tax our contacts and try to get them to donate, and we don't have the exact figure yet. Okay, so the ones that donate right now, they recognize the ongoing maintenance and expenses for the apartment complex, so they're giving out the goodness of their heart. But we want to identify that number and say, hey, this is our goal. Let's all pull in together to get there. And really, we can do it in 2 to 3 years. Yes.
You got a website in case I want to play in that golf tournament?
Yes, sir. Absolutely, I do. Actually, I have some brochures. I'm gonna leave those that want some brochures. You can go to the website from the brochure and my business card as well. And so one of the things I wanted to offer anyone that's interested to learn more about the rescue mission, this is just an introduction here, but if you want to learn more about the rescue mission, we invite you to set up a time to come out and look at the apartment complex. we walk you around the property so you can kind of see it physically and see what the vision is. So we want to make sure to offer that to you. Yes, ma'am.
In that apartment complex, those are existing tenants.
Correct.
Not clients of the Murfreesboro.
Most of them are existing tenants. We've had some turnover because we had this apartment complex for a couple years now. So we have some turnover, and we have 1 or 2 families in there that were homeless right now. But it's 16 units. There's some people that's still there. Yes, sir.
Speaking of pickleball,
Uh-oh.
there's, out by Amazon, by the 3 large warehouses that are out there, there's gonna be a pickleball court in those in about 2 months.
On 840?
Yeah. So anybody that, well, on 24.
24
Sounds
Amazon.
right.
Toby Jackson.
Joe Jackson. Oh, okay, yeah.
So anybody want to learn about pickleball, you can do it indoors.
At Amazon.
Yeah.
Are you gonna instruct them, Joe?
Excuse me?
Are you gonna be the instructor?
No. I'll be lucky to walk out there. Also, from the barbecue last night, there's some leftover famous
Peddling cookies.
cookies. if you want.
Make the same as
They're
cookies.
here in the box.
Cookies and donuts. So that's great to know that. I didn't really do that. My wife and I, we only play inside. We're inside folks. Air conditioning, great condition, everything. And actually, my wife and I are certified trainers in pickleball. So if anybody want to learn the game, that's what we're certified to do. Okay. So how am I on time?
Yeah, very good.
All right. So I want to share the brochures. I just leave them up here on the front table. Those that want to get a brochure, you can have those. Tell a little bit about it, and then these are my business card. Any other questions? You guys listen so well. Listen so well.
Thank you so much. We have a small gift for you. It's actually a rotary pen, and this is a challenge coin that has our 4-way test on it that we recited.
Okay. Nice.
So, yes, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Y'all are doing great work. It's amazing. All right, so remember the social next Thursday night, Cedar Glade, 5:30. We will be back here next week. It will be the 28th of May, almost June. Y'all have a great day and a great weekend. School's over.